What's going on now? Go ahead.
Okay, so I guess I just really have one question, but it sort of pertains, I guess, to the school, like particularly. I know that in your research you've seen a bunch of millennials who consider conservatism to be, very old-fashioned, whatever. But we have, particularly here, sort of this stigma that, if you're a young conservative, you're this like very privileged, basically like a privileged white kid. And so I was wondering if you also came across that, because I really feel, it's not only like sort of like outsiders, people looking to come to this school, they see this like very conservative, privileged white stigma, but also it's creating issues like on our campus, I think, and it's sort of become this weird divide. I don't know if have you come across this anywhere else? Like, is this a thing?
It's the case. It is certainly the case that there's a stereotype of Republicans and conservatives that is very narrow in its focus, and that people, this is why I said. People said, well, how can you be a Republican? You seem so nice and normal. Mm-hmm. That there's this vision that there's only one way to be a Republican, that there's a certain way you look and a certain way you act. And I think if you actually go to a Republican convention, you find that there's actually a great deal of diversity, that there's a huge difference of opinions even within the party. There is more than one way to be a Republican. If you take a look at our country, if you look at, say, who our governors are, Republicans have more governorships than Democrats. And within our pool of who's governors, we have an Asian American woman who is governor in South Carolina, Indian American. We have Susana Martinez, who is Hispanic governor in New Mexico. If you take a look at Congress, the average age for a member of Congress is actually younger in the Republican Party than it is in the Democratic Party. Do Republicans have a long way to go to expanding their tent, broadening it, bringing in a diverse group of voters? Absolutely. Yeah. But are we what the stereotype says? Absolutely not. And that's why I think it's so important for folks who are on campus and are conservative to be brave. Because if you don't talk, if you don't speak out, if you don't show, I'm different than what the narrative says, I'm different than what you think, then we allow ourselves to be defined by the sort of negative stereotypes the other side puts out.
That was a great answer.
All right, thanks.
Tim, do you have a question? Or?
I think I'm good.